Good day, everyone. I am going to discuss the chapter 4 of our lessons, and this chapter will be discussing thinking, design, and children. The focus of this chapter is that design thinking could start even from a young age. Even though it is difficult to determine the exact age for the emergence of design thinking, and this is likely to vary from person to person, we can be sure that toddlers can also make stories and shape their living spaces to satisfy their needs for fun and fantasy. Children can build houses with wooden or Lego blocks and transform their living spaces into adventurous story spaces. Children shape objects into make believe tools by imposing meaning on them so that they can become props of fantasy. Design thinking is being evoked in these activities as children work on making meaning by transforming the objects around them. Now, in the design thinking and children, we define here the children as the primary schoolers, the elementary schoolers. Okay. Um, Design problems and design tasks are powerful for engendering complex learning. Such kinds of learning experiences engage students to construct knowledge through artifact creation, which can in turn mediate several kinds of active learning processes. These learning processes involve students in identifying and framing problems, exploring problems, and design spaces. Design problems are usually solved through team effort. As such, communication and collaborative reasoning are essential parts of the design process. It is um, design has the pedagogical affordances of facilitating students' learning and interdisciplinary knowledge, as well as cultivating students' creative capacities for improving on their learned knowledge rather than accepting as mere facts. In this chapter, there are four areas that I will be discussing on the design and children. The first there is the designing digital artifacts with programming. Okay, this is the first notable area where the use of design for children's learning is through the design of digital artifacts with child-friendly programming environments. So there are three suggested or given examples of um, artifacts with programming. The first one is the logo. Okay. In the logo programming, students learn mathematics, especially geometry. However, constructionism, constructionism added the emphasis of using design to construct publicly. The students uh, were able to create a design or create a learning design through this app. Logo was succeeded by the programmable modeling environment entitled Star Logo by Resnick. No? Resnick reported that elementary students were able to use Star Logo to build objects such as robotic creatures, build it-yourself scientific instruments, and thinking tags. There's also another program or app or programming design, which is the Scratch. No, actually, we have I found it in the internet. You know, the HTTP Scratch .mit.edu, where uh, you can actually do it. You know, um, I was able to create one, and it's fun. It's fun for kids. Okay, so you may want to try the Scratch. Okay, so that is designing digital artifacts with programming. The second area in this study is learning science by design. Okay, besides using programming languages, Design thinking has also been actualized through learning by design. So ano po ba yung mga focus, no? Or the LBD, the learning by design? This is a project-based learning approach that draws upon problem-based learning and case-based reasoning. The second, it aims to develop middle school learners social and cognitive skills. Ito po yung, these are the things that is actualized through learning by design, or the LBD. Okay, it is to help also achieve deep and lasting learning about science. The third one is design and technology studies. This is the third one through which design thinking is being used for learning is through a school subject known as design and technology, or the DNT. Now, what are the focus? There are focuses of this design and technology studies. The first one here is it focuses on the designing and product creation with specific users in mind. And it has pedagogical aims also, the design and technology studies. The first one is to promote learners' creativity to work with a variety of tools and materials as they evaluate and innovate upon existing products. To promote learners' abilities to work with a variety of tools and materials as they evaluate and innovate upon existing products. No? So there are two pedagogical aims, the creativity, promoting creativity, and promoting abilities, okay, in the design and technology studies. Now, the last one here is design, or the theory building as human design, where it is focused on knowledge building community, or what we call the KBC. No? It is a community collectively responsible to advance theories that could solve problems of understanding identified by the members. Okay, next is it could be involved in building physical or digital artifacts. The rest of the chapter will be reported by my colleague, by my partner, Ma'am Pristine. And as I conclude this report, there are findings in this study that embracing design-based learning offers many opportunities to facilitate learners' development of 21st century, where the teachers can make a larger effort in facilitating the learner's development, no, through the 21st century competencies. Kasi it's the teacher's responsibility po, di ba, to for the students to engage in the competencies. Okay, so in general, learning through design provides opportunities for teachers to foster 21st century competencies, and it engages teachers in the iterative design of curriculum. It demands teachers active facilitation. No? Teachers are basically, when we're talking about design thinking, are facilitators. So it is understood that both the teacher and the children have a part in engaging an individual, especially the learners, to develop the competencies given in the curriculum. Thank you and good day.